Yo, what is happening, guys? Welcome back to Let's Talk Financials. You can tell by the title and the thumbnail and the smile on my face. Today we will be talking about the Gib versus Slim fight that had literally just happened on Misfits 19. You can tell by the smile on my face. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know what went down. Y'all know the result. Gib won. Gib won. Yes, seven-figure Gibber came out on top. Now, I'm a fan of both of these guys, but I want Gib to come in and I want Gib to win, and that's exactly what he did. And what a fight it was. It went all 8 rounds, and it was one hell of a fight. Both these men got in. Both these men had different game plans, but both these men had their moments in this fight, and Gib came out victorious. He took down Social Gloves, he took down Kingpin, and he came to take down Misfits. And you know what? He took down the biggest guy in Misfits outside of KSI, and that's exactly what he did with the odds stacked against him. And I will hold my hand up, and I will admit, because I do it every time. I do this every time. Every single time Gib is fighting, I predict against Gib. And then 2 minutes before the bell rings, I switch instantly and go, the what? No, I'm back in Gib. But by that point, I've already given my official prediction on the channel. And it's always against him, and I always get proven wrong. It happened again. I picked Slim. I thought Slim was going to stop him. And then it got to just before the fight, and I turned around to my mate Sohail, and I said, hey, do you know what? I think Gib's got this. I think Gib's going to pull it off. But I'll happily hold the L that my official prediction was wrong. As long as I changed it beforehand and back Gib, I was happy, and that is exactly what I did. Gib came out and he won that close. A lot of people said, a lot of people are saying that Gib won dominantly. It was one hell of a fucking fight. They both caught each other with different fucking shots. Slim caught Gib with some shots, and Gib has proven that his chin has come a long way. A lot of people, including myself, has always doubted Gib's chin because he's been dropped by Os McBroom, and we all thought because Jarvis was a heavy hitter, Jarvis might have given him some problems. And we all said this about Gib not having a chin, and about it not going that well. And Gib got hit with some shots, and he got proven, even when he did get rocked, he still stayed in there. He still continued coming forward. And whenever he got hit with some shots, he didn't even get rocked. He continued coming forward regardless. Gib stayed in there. He got hit, and he continued moving forward. He weathered the storm. He went against all odds, and he took down Slim. And that is it. He was in his face the entire time. I said it. 8 rounds is nothing to Gib. As Ben Davis, I believe it was, said on commentary, Gib could outrun a treadmill. The cardio was never an issue. It was Slim who we knew would fade eventually. And you know what? Shout out to Slim, man. All due respect. He had his cardio on point because he stuck in there. And as I said, before the fight, he carried the power into the later rounds. He was still hitting Gib with shit, but Gib was just hitting him back. And Gib hurt him a few times. There was times that we thought Gib was going to knock Slim down. There was times we thought Slim was going to knock Gib down. No one went down in this fight. Slim did, but it wasn't considered a knockdown, and it shouldn't have been. It was more Gib wrapping his arm around Slim, and Slim fell to the floor. But overall, the fight, no one went down, no one got knocked out, but there was definitely times where both fighters made the other one in trouble with a clean, nice shot. And you know what? I'm happy, man. I like both of them. I'm a big fan of both of them, but I just wanted to see Gib get his revenge. I wanted to see him prove everyone wrong, including the doubt inside myself, and that's exactly what he did. He was in Slim's face, he put the pressure on non-stop, and he was just there, and he was hitting those combos. Slim was looking for that right hand, and Slim caught it a couple of times, but the problem was Slim was looking for that right hand to end the fight. Gib was there, waiting for the 8 rounds. Slim wanted to knock Gib out. Gib wanted to knock Slim out, but the difference was Gib was more prepared to go the 8. Gib was just putting combos together over and over again. He was doing the body work. One of the things that Gib has perfected, one of the things that Gib is so good at, is the combos leading into the body work. And it is a beautiful thing to see. He just knows what he's doing. He knows the mechanics. He knows the fundamentals, and that's what he does. There was a point where Gib came right over the top with a big right hand and landed clean on the bridge of the nose of Slim. And as he done that, then he followed up with a left hook to the body and then a right hook to the body. And it was beautiful to see that usually you lead with the jab and you come over with the right. You lead with a left hook to the body and then over the right. But Gibb landed the big right hand first, and then after, instead of resetting, he got 2 quick body shots in there to wear it down even more, and then stepped back, and then came right on in your face. Now, I'm not saying he completely punked Slim in this fight, because he did not. Slim had his moments. Slim was outboxing him at some point. Slim got some good clean shots on him, but Gibb did get the cleaner shots in this fight. I know Slim, obviously, he's going to fight his case. He said he believes he won. He believed he done enough to win this fight, and that he landed the cleaner shots. But in my opinion, Gibb won this fight, and Gibb won it quite convincingly. He didn't completely punk Slim, but he won it convincingly. I think the first 2 rounds Slim took, if I believe correctly, I believe Gibb maybe edged the 3rd round. The 4th round, I think, was Gibb's. The 5th round, I believe you could maybe give it either way, but if we're being generous, we'll give it to Slim. And then the 6th, 7th, and 8th round, I believe, was Gibb, especially the 8th round. And, you know, it was just the only thing there was an issue in this fight was KSI on commentary. I like KSI. I'm a fan of KSI. But during this whole build-up, I will admit, it was pretty unbearable to just see him speak about this fight, because he was so biased. And I 100% understand. I'm going to give him the benefit of I 100% understand. You know, Gibb is speaking bad about your company. Gibb is saying he wants to come in and take over and get rid of your company. I understand that. That you two are going to butt heads because he's talking shit about your company, just like Dan TDA mentioned Lunchley, and you can't let it go. I understand. Your egos are going to clash, and that is it. But if that's the case, you shouldn't be on commentary. You should be pushed away. But also, KSI has every right to do so, because it is his company. You know what I mean? He has every right to do it. But it was just a little bit annoying, because no matter what Gibb did, KSI would dismiss it, and he would give Slim all the credit. There was rounds that KSI goes, oh, that's 4-0 to Slim, and me and my friend were sitting there like, what fucking fight is he watching? What fight is he watching? And he said that Slim won convincingly, and I was like, what the hell is he watching? This feels like when I argued with my friend over the Usyk and Fury fight, and he believed Fury won. And I was kind of just like, did we watch the same fight? That's not what I seen. That's not what happened. I don't know what fight you were watching. I don't know if you were playing the Undisputed game and the fight went a little bit differently, but that ain't how this went. That's exactly how I felt. So I feel like the commentary, Gabe uploaded his full fight on his channel, I'm pretty sure, or the fight highlights at least, and in brackets, no KSI commentary, because that's the way people wanted to watch it. But yeah, it was a great fight, man. That was 4 or 5 years in the making, and we finally got it, and it delivered. It did not disappoint. It went exactly how we thought it would go in the terms of game plan. Slim came out as the brawler. He wanted to land the big right. He wanted to finish Gibb. Gibb came out, and he just stuck it on him. Gibb said exactly what he was going to do. He said, I'm going to apply the pressure, and you're going to drown. Now, he didn't completely drown Slim, but there was points that Slim was struggling to swim in there, because Gibb was in his face constantly. And the hard part about hitting Gibb, he doesn't stay still at all. There wasn't a single second where he stayed still. It was constant move, side to side. And Gibb has gotten really good at moving side to side, moving forward, backward, side to side. Like, he's gotten so good at his movement and his footwork at points to always be in the lead. And that is exactly what he done for it this whole fight. Whenever he was landing combos, he knew when to cover up, he knew when to clinch. And one of the big things that won Gibb this fight was the clinch work. Slim called it dirty boxing. Call what you want, but it worked. When they got in the clinch and Slim hit Gibb once, Gibb hit him 6 times. It didn't matter whether it was in the head or the body. Gibb was consistently hitting Slim with body shots, head shots, consistently just going. It was like the KSI Tommy Fury situation, where KSI, the most of his case for winning that fight, or it even being a draw, came from the fact of in the clinch he was just a lot more active. With a lot of other fights, you'd see that as well. They're going to look at who's applying the pressure, who's in the clinch, and Gibb was on the front foot for the majority of the fight. Slim was coming forward, and yes, he was applying pressure as well. He was throwing the big right, but it's Gibb was being the boxer. Gibb was there, and even when Gibb was walking away, Gibb was circling the ring and in the center a lot of the time, and that's what made this fight so good, is because they switched between. There were times where Slim was leading the dance, there was times Gibb was leading the dance, but I think overall Gibb was the one that controlled the flow of the fight, because even when Slim was hitting him with the big shots, Gib would cover up or he'd clinch and he'd get that active work in, and then he would come over with a right and clack Slim, and that is it. And everyone just went fucking nuts because we were like, oh shit, they could actually stop each other here, and Gib proved that he could have stopped Slim, possibly if it continued going. I don't think he would have, but he proved that he had enough power to hurt Slim. And Slim proved they had enough power to hurt Gib. So if they fought again, if they had a rematch, is it going to be different? Is Gib going to just outbox Slim again? Is Slim going to catch him and knock him out? Who knows? The rematch, if it happens, I think we're all here for it. But you know what? Gib came in. He did exactly what he said he's going to do. He said he was going to outbox him. He said he's going to outwork him. And he said that he was going to walk out that night as the winner. And he was. The only thing he didn't stick to was the fact he said, I'm going to beat you and I don't want your belt. Gib took the belt and now he's the Misfits champ. Who knows what he's going to do with it? Who knows? And I know KSI ain't happy about it. I know probably Mams Taylor ain't happy about it because they're back and forth. But you know what? KSI and Mams Taylor know better than anyone. Whether they like Gib or whether they hate Gib, this is good for business. Because if Slim won, cool, Slim was already your top guy, but now that Gib won, that rematch is potentially there. Gib versus Salt Poppy is there. Salt Poppy and Slim, you know, that's a potential thing. You could even give Gib and Kenny, if you really want to build Kenny up a couple more fights after that fight with Salt, you could give that. You need to keep Gib in this circle because there's so many fights there. You have Gib and Slim that just happened. You have a potential. You have a great rematch there. You have Gib and Salt, which we've wanted to see for a while, which would be insane. And then you have the final of the Kingpin tournament between King Kenny and Gib, or you have Slim versus King Kenny, or because they lost, or you have Slim versus Salt Poppy's rematch. There is such great matchups leading within just those four people, within the two co-mains. So you got to keep Gib around. Because Gib proved, you know what, he's had the best redemption arc in YouTube boxing. This man went from losing to Jake Paul in the first round by completely his own fault of just not being able to hold his balance, to coming back and whooping Tiller Holder when no one else thought he could, to going and taking down Austin McBroom and the entire fucking company, to going to a different company, and a lot of people doubting and saying that he got lucky with the McBroom fight, and doing it again. And then going on and beating a credible opponent in Jarvis, who proved to be tough, who proved to take punches and come forward, but Gib was just too much and the pressure was too much. And then eventually faced Slim, which was a 5-year rivalry. The 7-0 knocked everyone out near enough in his way. And he conquered that as well. So do you know what? Gib deserves all the credit in the world. Obviously, shout out to Slim too. We're big fans of Slim over here as well. Slim killed it too. But Gib came in, did exactly what Gib was supposed to do, and he absolutely smashed it. And that is it. And I cannot wait. I hope he stays on Misfits, and I hope he continues to fight. He's obviously going to take time off, but this fight was absolutely insane. And Gib came in, he took over, and a lot of us doubted Gib. I know I had my doubt for Gib, but he proved me wrong, and I'll hold my hand up happily and admit that I will hold the L on this one, because the 7-figure Gibber, Big Gibber, has pulled it off and won this. As you can tell by the smile on my face, I'm very happy about it because I went fucking nuts. I wish I had the live reaction of me and my friend. I was jumping in the air when he landed right hands on Slim. I haven't cheered against Slim since the Tommy Temper fight. I've been on Slim's side, but this time I wanted him to fuck Slim up. And that was it. Like, I was excited, I was hyped as shit. But I want y'all to let me know your opinions down below of what you think of the fight. I want y'all to let me know. Did you think it was a close fight? Did you think Gib convincingly won like I did? Did you think it was a closer fight than I did? What do you think happens in a rematch if it happens? Where do you think Gib and Slim both go from here? Let me know the potential matchups, all the ideas that you could possibly think of in your head in the comments down below. Let me know it all. But for now, we're signing out with a smile on our face because 7-figure Gibber just done it again, pulled it off, underdog. Have a go. Think positive. I'll see you in the next one. So what? Peace.